Hey everyone, my name's Ben, and today I'll be showing you the basics of art in Rec Room. Rec Room art is almost the same thing as drawing in real life. If you know how to do one, you can do the other. In this video, I'll be walking you through how to get set up for art in Rec Room, and then we'll go over some drawing basics. As you may know, there are a lot of art supplies in Rec Room that you can pick, but honestly, you only need a canvas or a whiteboard and a magic marker. That's it. You could also grab a paintbrush and an eraser if you want. Before we get ahead of ourselves, I'm just going to quickly explain what each of the art supplies do. Magic marker. You can choose any color with it using the menu. It's not like a normal marker where you have to recolor it using the maker pen, and that gets really annoying really fast. The eraser works exactly like its name, just erases what you have on the canvas. Most people use the eraser just to remove sketch marks or whatever. The paintbrush is kind of like its name, it just fills in large areas. Unlike the magic marker though, you have to recolor this using your maker pen. I don't know why there's not a magic paintbrush, but I ain't Wrecker. We could go take that to Wrecker, okay? If you don't want to spawn all these one by one, I would recommend just using an invention. I'm using Eyes Draws invention to get nice supplies. It's everything you need in one go. Once you got your tools ready, you're going to spawn in your canvas or wherever you're drawing on. There's a lot of stuff you can draw on, honestly, but to keep this simple, I'm just going to use a square canvas, but you can follow on using anything. I also suggest spawning in a point light as well, so that your canvas is easy to see, well lit. All art is made up of lines. Okay, so to practice, we're going to draw some horizontal lines. Now you might think that this is dumb or whatever, like why are we drawing lines? But lines make up art. Everything you see is made up of lines. If you can't draw lines, then well, it'll be kind of cooked. See, this also helps you get used to how drawing feels with whatever platform you're using, mouse controller, whatever. See, mine are kind of like shaky, so try to draw it slowly first. Then once you're confident of that, speed up. Another thing, don't do this. Don't do chicken scratching. Kids, when you make like sketchy lines, like we don't want that. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, we want like smooth lines. That was actually kind of fire. But once you got the hang of that, kind of like went overboard there, you're gonna want vertical lines. Vertical lines are easier to do. We probably should have started out with that, but just do this a few more times, Okay, once we got the hang of our vertical, horizontal lines, we're gonna want our C's or our S's. You're gonna want to do them in one continuous motion. Don't do nah, remember like how I did it on the drawing pad. Don't do that. Just one continuous motion. If you're struggling to keep your line straight, I probably should have said this first as well. Draw 2 points and then just connect them. That should help you make them more accurate. Points also are legit all of art. Like, if you think about it, lines are just points. So if you wanted, you can also just draw points everywhere to make them whatever size you want. Now, once you're comfortable with your lines, we can move on to shapes, which be your circles, square, and triangles. Kind of like the squid game. Is that the squid games? I never seen it. That's probably what the squid games looks like. But they don't need to be perfect. Okay? Even this wasn't perfect, okay? Like, even advanced artists can't draw a perfect circle. Like, it's always gonna look weird. Okay, I'm not asking you to draw what's that one shape called? Like that, it was like a meme. It was like or something like that. Yeah, like, I'm not asking you to draw that, okay? What matters is that you're controlling your movement as you're doing it. See, if it looks like the shape, it is the shape, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? You try making them like different sizes as well, Eventually, you're gonna get bored of doing this, you're gonna get bored drawing your shapes and you're just gonna make them look weird. So, we're gonna do a little thing over here, okay? We're gonna make snowman, because it's the winter season, Probably the easiest one to draw. A snowman. It's just 3 circles. You can arrange it in sizes, you know. Big at the bottom, small at the top. We're gonna use 2 dots for the eyes, a triangle for the nose, and maybe like a curved or straight line. I'm gonna make mine curved so that he's happy, you know. This is all just shades. This is all just shades, okay? No matter how complex something is in art, it's all shapes, all your basic shapes, you know. I'm gonna give him some buttons as well. See, it's all just shapes. Okay, now let's talk about sketching. So, in real life, when you sketch, you press your pencil lightly first, and then you direct your lines as you go. Obviously, you can't do this in record unless you have pressure sensitivity, but obviously 99% of us don't. So, way around this, you draw what you want first. I'm just gonna draw a star here, and then you pick a darker color. Use mist for like your sketch row, and then use like gray or something once you want to go over it, and then just trace over it. It's weird. I don't know how to draw stars, okay? And then once you're confident with it, you go over with black or whatever color you want, and then boom. And once you want to get rid of these, rubbish sketch lines, you just do that. Or easy way around it, you just color what you want to, that should get rid of like majority of these, but the ones outside you have to erase those. I know this seems confusing because I'm probably explaining it weird. I know I am, but I'll explain what I mean in a second. We're going to be drawing from reference. So pick a prop. Now let's draw the mug. Okay, you can pick wherever you want. I'm just doing the mug for simplicity sake. Freeze it. Don't forget to freeze it. And check if you can see your prop from the canvas. If you have multiple monitors, I recommend just taking a screenshot of what you want, then doing it from there. If you don't, just position it where you can see it. I can see mine from here. Pick a larger cutter, already miss, and try to break your object down to simple shades. Okay, don't think about what it's supposed to look like, because that's going to mess you up. Just focus on the shapes. For example, the record mug. This is pretty much just a square. This is a rectangle. So we're going to put this on the canvas, what I'm seeing. Square, which is just basic square, doesn't have to be perfect, and then a rectangle, which just, okay, overlapping is fine. Okay, we want it to overlap, actually, that would be a good thing. Then darker color, I'm just use gray. We're gonna focus on the curves of this object. Okay, I know it's like square, like it's very like a little poly, but okay, this is where you can implement your like art style. Okay, if you want it to be blocky, make it blocky. If you want it to be curved, make it curved. So, okay, looks kind of weird, but don't care. Doesn't care if it's straight or not, because this is just a tutorial. Okay, this is just a tutorial. Okay, you don't expect it to be perfect. Okay, like I tried redrawing that like 4 times right now. Like you get what I mean. Okay, black outline. This is where we really gotta be careful here. Okay, make sure the measurement's right. Make sure and all that. Okay, this is how he is. Okay, so if you're ready to color your finger, I know my sketch looks weird. Okay, again, this is just the lighter colors are just a sketch, just like an idea of what you want. Like black is what we're gonna focus on. Okay, I know that thing looks weird. Okay, no, you're not gonna comment on it. If you want to color it in, there's multiple ways to go by it. One, you take a picture of your item, then you search up RGB color picker image. That's what I search up. Click on whatever. I've never seen this website before. Control V, or just put it in. Click, okay, if you're gonna do this, make sure you have like a point line or something so then it's accurate, but for simplicity's sake, copy that, open rec room, get your marker, boom, got color. If you're not doing that, just get best guess, like, since we're doing record props here, it's probably just fog or mist that is. But if you're not, just use this, pick whatever color you want, boom. Now, to save your colors, the codes, you can either copy the canvas and then, why is my game lagging? Well, copy the canvas, erase, and just, you know, put wherever it is, like hashtag, you know, like, get what I mean. Or you can use a Google Doc and just put the codes in there, but please keep your codes. Keep the codes. You don't want to spend like hours trying to figure out what did you color. You can't just stick with the codes, okay? But we're gonna color this in, so oops, speed run me coloring it. Okay, I finished. I know it looks kind of weird, but again, it's just for the purpose of the tutorial. And yeah, that's it. So hopefully you learned something new. You know, I'm not a record artist myself. I don't really draw that much, but I'm only making this tutorial because no one else has done it. But there's been like maybe like 5 videos, but no, I just wanted to explain it in my own way. I might do more in the future, you know. No, just, you know, who knows, you know. My name's Raji, my name's Band, and go make something.